So this is for all my 81 Hells Angel followers who knew my adopted mom, Verna Simard, from the Edmonton president of the Reapers, who became president of the Hells Angels of Edmonton. I didn't really get his name. I forget his name, but he's in Attica. Last I heard, doing life for murder. Mom's husband. But this little trail here, Mom just lived right around the corner here, and we went from around the corner down this trail sometimes down that way, but over this way, and cut through. And we went over here to this park over here, and we smoked weed, me and Mom. Well, I just found out that Mom, after what happened to me on my other channel, Sir Daniel Ackerman of Kelowna, I had to kick it because I was getting stalked off that channel. And I lost my phone, and it disconnected my Gmail and my Google account, so I couldn't get into it anymore anyway. So I had to make this new one. But anyways, I was getting stalked, and I think what happened is Lester Monkford in the videos there that was taking over Kathy Bichat, my common law wife of 17 years, behind my back for about 9 or 10 months before he attacked me. He was collecting money on my life, and I think Mom, I found out, I searched her name online because I came to this park for like 3 months now, and looking at her, this is her favorite park, and she's never here. So this is the witch's way in, because Mom was a witch. Through this fence, this way. These are the old witches trails, and this is a park trail where the parks made one to come up from, so you could get down here to Mom's pond. So we're gonna walk around the witch's way, this is an old witch's trail. It's got gravel on it now from Parks Canada. But years ago, it was just a dirt trail that you walk to this pond to. Walk down trails like that to get down to the government trail. A long time ago, a lot of these things that are in here now weren't even in here when I used to come here with Mom. So I found out, I was searching her name on Google, and I found out she was struck by a car and taken to the Kelowna General Hospital months ago after she had talked to me online. And Kathy knew who she was and was in my Facebook, and Leonard and her were in my Facebook. So they may have actually went after Mom for money and run her over on purpose, whoever did it. But all the 81 listeners out there, I don't know for sure, but all of a sudden, after all that happens with Kathy, that you see them follow me and everything, I had to record for my lawyer, Barbara Doker of the Gun Law Group. See the trail? All the ducks and things down there. It was just too much to be a coincidence. I think Mom was murdered myself, but I can't prove it. And I called the hospital, and they hadn't had her body in there for months. So it was just as the Leonard Monkford thing happened, and Kathy didn't actually like her and chased her out of the house in Kelowna. Didn't want her to come over and visit anymore because Mom was such a rough biker bitch, and I loved her so much. I wish I never did that now. So if Star is listening, her daughter, this is your mom's park where we used to come smoke weed. So Star, sweetie, I think when they took an attempt on me, I think they killed your mom. And I think it was over something maybe to do with something. I'm not sure what or where it came from. All I know is it was a Teamster trucker, Star. And all I know was the Leonard Monkford from Edmonton, Alberta, in the videos on my old Sir Daniel Ackerman of Kelowna YouTube channel. Leonard was a Teamster, and there was all that money, so I'm thinking it might have been a contract hit that they were trying to do, because he hit me so many times he almost killed me. I beat him with weapons until he gave up. So here's where I come with Mom. One last I'm gonna have a toke over here. Over there is where Mom's islands are, where she wanted me to put her ashes when she died. I don't think I can get her ashes now because the hospital, when I phoned, had no record of her being in the last few months. So it was months ago, that newspaper article, when she went in for the car crash, and then she's no longer in care, so she didn't recover. Because if you were in a car crash, hit by a car, the way she was hit and described, if you didn't die, you would be in traction for months. So, and they had no record of her in there, and no record of her name. So I'm afraid she passed away from being hit by the car. The newspaper article wasn't too clear on it, but I think it was a hit on Mom. And I think, because he gets in so much trouble with the club and does everything he does, that it might have just been a retaliation for the murder that he did. And he's in Attica prison doing life. So, or something else he did, when he was younger, and when they found out I was Verna's adopted son, since I was 11 and I'm 51 years old now, maybe they just killed my mom. Whoever it was that was stalking me in Edmonton. I remember there was that cult and the money and everything from the Edmonton market. And who knows what the hell else there. And sometimes these support clubs that say they support you, 81s out there, they're really not really supporting you. And you can't trust anyone in the business you're in. So I'd be very careful. I'm not even really involved, I've been to one Christmas dinner at the Willow Inn when it was open with Jody Bowen, because Jody invited me, and the club ate all the turkey before I got to it, so I didn't get any, but they had magic brownies, and that was all right, but I didn't eat them. And so I don't know, it's such a complex situation. I'm just coming back here so I can roll a joint and smoke one last joint for Mom, because Mom's gone now. And I'm pretty sure that's what it was, is somehow connected to take out Mom before anyone got the paperwork from her phone with Leonard's name on there, that he tried to hurt me and Kathy and her family. So, but it went to my family in the States, who are U.S. military and police, and they've got the names and what they're doing. So I don't know. I think that I may have survived someone trying to kill me for money because of Dad, my adopted Star's dad. So I may have been like an organized crime thing from the Teamsters. Teamsters are known to be hitmen throughout history. Like, they claim that they shot Jimmy Hoffa in a limousine. I saw that in a movie once, where it was a Teamster that shot him in a limousine. How many people saw that one? Yeah, mafia movies. Jimmy Hoffa. So yeah, I'm gonna sit right here now. This is Mom's favorite bench. These are all Mom's little favorite ducks that come around and visit. These are the islands I'm supposed to put her ashes on if I find her ashes. And they checked the morgue and everything. There's no body to be found because it was so long ago. There's nothing left. So for all of you 81s out there, be careful. I think that someone is trying to roll up on your turf or trying to take over your turf. I mean, in Edmonton there was the Kings. Who knows? Sometimes gangs that claim they're your friend and they turn on you. I mean, I was in the Quebec shoe, and I know I'm in the Crown and all, but I was in jail. I was in the shoe, and I lived on the Hells Angel Range as well in Bow Unit in Saskatoon with them. But yeah, that's what I think. I think that someone just rolled up on Mom. So I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna put this down and roll a smoke, and then we'll talk some more. Achoo. 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 So, I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna smoke this doobie to remember Mom. All of you watching. All you Harley Davidson people watching. Because, you know, this is where Mom and I used to just sit and smoke weed. Hang on a second. Mom always got me to roll the smallest joints back here because I remember when she had cancer and I used to roll just to her, not the big ones. And yeah, enjoy the ducks. Mom's favorite part. I'm gonna miss Mom because she was like my best friend in the whole world, always looking out for me, always watching my back, and if anybody ever hurt me, she'd send a Hell's Angel to break their legs. She'd always say to me, Danny, if anybody ever hurts you, you come tell me and I'll get my and no matter where they go in the world, they'll never get away. And I said, why, Mom? Just because my husband is a Hell's Angel. He's my, and if I just say sweetie pie, he'll come running and he'll break their legs for you. So she was always so good to me, Mom. So I'm gonna miss her very much. Someone I've been with, so 11 and I'm 51 now. So I was like 11 years old. When I first met Mom, 10 and a half, 11, and she took care of me and took me in and was good to me off the street. I lived in group homes as a kid. I had nowhere to go, and Mom actually took me in to her home and adopted me as a little boy because she had no kids here, and she saved me from some pervert too with a bunch of bikers. And she taught me, you know. She always tell me not to be so nice to people. I remember when she got older and she had cancer and she said to me, what did I ever do to deserve such a nice guy like you in my life? I've been such a hard ass. And I tell her how she took me in. My mom was such a biker bitch. My adopted street mom. This is her little park where we sit and smoke weed and watch the ducks. That's all. Sit and smoke weed and watch the ducks. Want to watch them some more? Mom's favorite park. Sometimes we drink a beer. She liked Buck's beer because Buck's beer had bite. Enjoying the ducks? Enjoy. They're mating, see? She dots her head, he dots his head. You see? They're dotting. And what that does is they're making eggs for next year for babies. And she's following him now, dotting her head. See? And that's mating. She's saying, yes, I'm attracted to you. You be my man. That's what she's saying. These are mallard ducks from Canada. The green heads are the males and the brown are the females. Also Canadian geese out there. They're way out there. Great big birds. One last toke for Mom. A couple more hits. All you 81 followers. Respect, you know, and understand that Mom and Dad fought a lot so they couldn't live together, but they loved each other in their own way. And, you know, it's too bad that he wound up doing life and then she gets murdered. And I think it was over something to do, maybe it was something with that, you know, because they killed her, and why would you do that? Just as she get information in the mail. It's about the same time she got the information, she was hit by a car and killed. See, look at, they're loving each other, eh? He's loving her up. What, they're gonna mate? See, there they go, they're mating. They're doing it. There, they made eggs. See, that's the mating dance. They're all doing it. They're making eggs for next year. The more times they do it, the more eggs they make. Might make 5, 6, 7, 8 eggs. They do it just like people do. I drink this Coke Zero now. I like Coke though. I'll drink it for Mom. With her, it probably would have been a Bucks beer, not a Coke. It's always beer with Mom. Enjoy Mom's pond. Mom's gone now, so this is all I have to remember her. Everything is gone. There's nothing to remember her by, except for some videos on my old channel, pictures of her that I lost when the RCMP told me I had to leave town or these people were going to murder me to keep my skull in some skull room. So, I don't know. I think maybe somebody just went after me just because I was connected to Mom and Dad. And all the ones I know in jail too. So that could have been it. So all you 81s, be careful out there with your families and friends and all your associate friends, because if this was because I make pies with Mom and I really didn't do anything else but make pies and hang out for 30 years or 40 years. So I don't know. People are ridiculous. But I don't know, it could be deeper than that, but it could involve that in some way, and whatever it was pretty suspicious. So, pretty suspicious. I'm not really sure exactly the depth and the content and the level and what was intended exactly, but there are other gangs there. Sometimes gangs will use a bigger gang as camouflage, even though they're against that gang, until they have enough numbers to take over that gang's territory and wipe them out with other support groups that they join from other clubs. That's, you know, like when the Rock Machine, so there was like the Dark Circle and the Rock Machine and all that, right, in Montreal, and the wars there with the Banditos when the Banditos took over. So the Rock Machine turned to the Banditos and they gave them 357 Magnums, right, and they were shooting the club with those. And then so there's different reasons why different gangs will turn on the 81 support club members, because as even support clubs, they'll turn. So, you know, I saw so many where I saw one where this Hell's Angel led his friends into a warehouse in Montreal and actually shot all of his friends. Was it the Hell's Angels, I think, to patch over as a bandito, I think. Something like that happened anyways. I'm not sure exactly which side it was, but there was a patch over, and the dude turned in his own friends just to get patched over. So you have to be very careful. I mean, I'm just really not involved in all that stuff in my life, but with what happened with Mom, I'd just like y'all to know that Mom is gone, and that was just after I contacted her. Someone hit her with a car, and that's when I was attacked by Leonard Monkford from the Teamsters. But I don't know. You watch the videos for yourself on my old channel of Leonard Monkford following me that I had to upload for my lawyer because they had me. The guy kept calling the cops on me and charging me every time I hit him back. So I had to record everything for my lawyer, and it's on there. So watch him for yourself, and you can see that this dude was pretty fucked up. Oh, look at him coming close. You have any food? We're hungry. Enjoy the ducks. This is what Mom really enjoyed back here, was these ducks. Smoking her weed and watching the ducks. I'm going to take you around one more time. This park. We'll put all this away. So there you go, 81s. I'm going to take you around this other side. Sometimes we come from this side, but this was like Fiddlehead Park for me and Mom, where in the springtime we would come and pick fiddleheads out of the swamps back here. It's much bigger than this pond. I mean, there's in my other channel, there's some videos of this park as well. I'm not saying the name of this park because only people that knew her would know where this spot is or live here. Would know exactly where this spot is. I'm not showing any street signs. You see, this is the whole pond that she left to come back to. Just sit and have a beer, smoke a little joint, and talk to me. Sometimes at like 2 in the morning too, you know. But I'm gonna miss Mom. And, you know, my mom was a witch. She wasn't a Christian at all. And I pray that her soul makes it into the afterlife with her. Hopefully with the Creator God. I know the churches are so full of shit. They're all just members playing games on Sunday. Isn't that beautiful? What a fall caption, eh? And I'll take you around now. See, here's where the Witch's Trail came in. Over the government bridge. See, there's more to the place. It goes way over there, too. But I'm just showing you this area. This is where Mom sometimes stood here with me and smoked a joint on this little bridge. At like 2 o'clock in the morning. If it was cold in the morning or something, she'd put a jean jacket on and come back here with me. She was only about, I'd say 80 pounds half the time, but she's a mean little thing. She's like a little pit bull. Oh, we have to watch out. There's people over there. But yeah, this is Mom's Park. I just wanted to share with you and show you one last thing and smoke that one last joint with you and Mom. And you know, you can write me at my P.O. box, people. That's in the description in the channel. And you can also you know, they were also attacking me too about Leona. We've been attacked online a lot. Queen Leona of Spain and I had been writing for about 2 years privately, and I'm trying to get back to her now. And they've been attacking her and me online for being together. They tried to call me a pedophile for having a 20-year-old girlfriend at 51. I mean, she wants to be here. She's rich. I'm not. So what's the difference? She's not here for money. So anyways, y'all just take care now. Bye.